Hey guys, welcome back to Deku Tarot. I thought we would take it live today because my schedule has been kind of off and I've been busy. And I hope you guys are all doing well. If you haven't, do check out your monthlies. We're going to be using the Morgan Greer today. It is Tuesday the 18th. How have I not mentioned that? Should have been the first thing. The sun has moved into Pisces. The moon, let's see where the moon is. The moon is void today. It's moving... I think it's moving from Sagittarius, into Capricorn. So yeah, pretty big day here. Also, we are in fully in retrograde, fully in Pisces, Mercury retrograde. So things are gonna get weird. All right, let's see what we're gonna get here for today. The energy for today, for whoever needs to resonate will be happening today. Oof. I don't know about you guys, but I've been feeling exhausted and I've been having some health stuff come up. So it's been kind of a rough few days as we've entered retrograde. It's just been so much fun. All right, let's see. I just want to make sure everything is all set. All right. Wow. Couple of interesting cards out so far. Okay. And hello if you're just joining. Okay. Ooh. And we get one that falls out on the ground, of course. Okay, here we go. Let's go with what we've got so far and we'll pull as needed. So, these two coming out right next to each other, not really the best vibe. Hello, Noah. It's very sneaky. It's kind of a sneaky fox vibe, and we can't really ignore that because sometimes already with the Magician, I sometimes kind of get that vibe. And, you know, 7, if you've been with me for a while, 7 of Swords is the sneaky fox card. There's something being hidden. There's something going on behind closed doors. There's something unknown to you in this situation, or something that you yourself are hiding in this situation. And when the Magician right there, I can't help but feel that somebody is presenting themselves as one thing and they've really got something else coming up their sleeve here, or, you know, a trick up their sleeve. Welcome to retrograde. I'm not going to be able to say any phrase right for the next, I don't know, I think it's until March 10th, in the next like 3-4 weeks. It's going to be great. So let's get a clarifier right there, but it's bringing a lot of strange imbalance to the day, I will say. Interesting. Things might not feel very balanced right now. I do think, like I just said, I know I just mentioned that. Sorry to repeat myself, but when you get the 6 of Pentacles right in the dead center of all this, reversed, you're not really feeling like you're getting what you're giving to a situation. We're not really getting, especially in terms of money, I think, and in terms of career. This feels a lot more career, money, stability, security. It feels more focused in those realms here. And what we're seeking is this Ace of Pentacles. I mean, in any career situation, any job situation, that's what we're going to be looking for, always. This is, you know, the Holy Grail card for this is the money. This is the offer. This is what you're looking for. And I have to say, it's feeling like there's something blocking that, and you're not really getting that you're deciding to start, you know, making headway with, it's almost like investigate this. I'm sorry. Retrograde is just starting, and it's gonna get me. And I know that other readers are feeling it too. It's been interesting suddenly seeing everybody talk like we've got something in our mouths, or that the words are not coming out right. But because we're so aware of this imbalance, because we're aware that there's something amiss here, something afoot, something that doesn't smell 100% right, something that's just not, again, giving what you're, giving you what you've been giving it, especially again in terms of career. If we haven't been able to find that right fit, been able to get that raise, been able to really get to that level of success, whatever it may be that we've been trying to get to, that level of security, that level of reciprocation, of balance. I do think that you're kind of pushing it in one direction or the other today. We might be saying, you know what, I'm gonna try to figure this out. And of course, on a retrograde, hello, not the best day to start it, but I mean, can you really let a retrograde stop you? There's always that argument. Tread carefully. This will take some time. And that is your theme of the day here, the Hierophant, which always requires you to take things a little bit slower, to really look at, how have you gone about this in the past? Let's take the more traditional approach. Let's not cut corners. Let's not try to rush to the finish line. This requires more time, patience, understanding, and knowledge. We need to develop more knowledge, experience in this situation here. And I do think that we could be finding a little bit of confidence going a new way here. You know what? Let's just try looking at it from this angle. Let's just try really thinking about, maybe I could try this, something new. When you get the Three of Wands, it's always a new direction and action being taken toward that. So there are cards of action with the Queen of Rods right next to it. She's somebody who, when she shows up in a reading, you're, stating very confidently your position. You're taking things in, not exactly, the King of Rods leadership role, but you're starting to direct things. You're starting to really take your energy and move it towards something. Be a little bit of a leader, put yourself out there, making something bloom, bringing it to fruition, communicating. A lot of people want to listen to what you have to say, or maybe you're just saying it anyways. But regardless, I do feel that, well, I don't feel, I kind of know that you're going to end up at that Ace of Pentacles. You have a solid approach to this. So don't get turned around by all these weird energies today and throughout this retrograde. Stick with the approach. Don't second guess yourself. You have to remember, in retrograde in Pisces, Mercury retrograde in Pisces, I think I mentioned this the other day, think of the frontal cortex, prefrontal cortex of your brain as being, the CEO. It knows the long-term decisions. It knows where things are going. It's going to know the consequences of any actions that you take. And you can kind of look at that and know what the best route to take is. You have knowledge of where it'll end up. But when Mercury goes retrograde in Pisces, that's all completely turned around, and you're making the decisions that don't look into the long term, that really just rule what you want, what you need in this moment, and don't think about, well, what if this is actually how it turns out? It's time to ground yourself in reality if possible. And I think that's why we get, that Six of Pentacles reversed with the Ace of Pentacles. We're looking for a bit of a solid response, something that we can ground, an anchor here, so that we're not floating around in this weird energy, not really knowing where we're going and not really being able to see what's wrong in what we're doing. This is going to require work, effort, and you're not far off, so keep doing what you're doing. Keep your head down, keep plodding away. This whole thing takes a lot longer than you might be giving it time to right now. If you know what I'm saying. Have a little patience. You will get... This is all part of the process, part of the road, and it will make sense. But I do think that, when Mercury goes retrograde, especially in Pisces, things are going to slow down. And they're going to move a little bit backwards, and it is going to allow you to look at these things. So take this time to slow down and really be like, I do think something's wrong here. Let's look at this. Let's really look at this. Retrograde's a time to go back, repeat, and review. So review, analyze. Don't get caught up in all the weird emotional energies of Pisces and the fantasies and all that. Try to just really get into some, okay, if things are going to go backwards, things are going to slow down, things aren't going to be feeling right. Let's look at why. Let's look at what's stopping this. Let's really take a breath, okay, and not rush through this and not get flipped out and anxious about something feels wrong. I got to go figure this out now. Ooh, you know what I mean? Don't get anxious in these energies. Just try to keep it cool. Let's actually get a Lindsay Andrews. I was going to go for a Stacey DeMarco, but I don't know. I'm feeling it. Let me know how retrograde's been for you guys so far. It's been interesting for me. I cannot speak. It's just, especially leading right up to it. I'm hoping now that we're in it, maybe that will get better. And that my electronics will stop doing weird things. All right, this one really wants to come out, so we're going to take it. Harmony. I'm going to try to hold this so that you can kind of see it better. Harmony. Harmony lives in the lodge of balance and involves equilibrium between the physical and spiritual aspects of your life. For there to be harmony, there must be balance. Imagine yourself as the hub of a sacred wheel standing in the center. This wheel must function every day of your life. If you imagine that the south is your physical self, the west your emotional self, the north your spiritual self, and the east your mental self, you can see that you stand in an ancient wheel of truth. Consider whether you spend as much time in the physical south as you do in the spiritual north. Are they balanced? Are they in harmony? Reflect on whether you spend more time in your emotions west than you do in your mind east. Adjust your life daily by being aware of your actions and behavior patterns to incorporate equal effort in all directions so that your wheel will function in perfect harmony. And I really like this picture, and I don't know, for some reason live always really skews the light quality and the picture quality of the video. So I'm doing my best to show you guys it. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous card. I absolutely love this deck, and I don't even know if it's being printed still or where you can find it. My friend found it in an antique shop for me, actually, so let me know if you find it out there. Let's do a Stacey DeMarco as well. But I think that that was the perfect message for starting off this retrograde, and I wish that these chat things stayed up so I could see them all. Hello. All right. Ooh, I love this. Yeah, this is kind of a moment where things, it feels like the wheels are suddenly turning backwards, getting slower, for sure, when both of these cards are coming up. Midnight. The most magical hour of all. I almost called it something else. Allow yourself to relax into the benevolent darkness of midnight. You may feel this is your darkest hour, but know that the light will return again. The dawn always follows the darkest night. Know too that it is important to recognize that we all have darkness within us, just as we have light, and this isn't something to hide from. So really, we need to find balance within all of that at this time when things feel so weird and imbalanced. Do what you can to take it slow to find your own balance within all this weird, chaotic strangeness right now. And leave me a comment, guys. Let me know where you guys are all from. I always like hearing where from around all the world you guys are all from that come in to hang out with me in the dailies, so it's always nice. Check out your monthlies for your love as well as your general. And if you want to book a reading, guys, all that info is below. For the first half of March, I will not be doing any readings, so if you do want to book a reading, now is definitely the time, okay? Thank you so much, guys, for all of your support, and hello. I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. Namaste.